Neo, it's been too long.
Way, man.
I'm so happy to see you. You look great.
Thank you. As do you. You aging in reverse and whatnot.
Hey,
I
we're
like it.
trying out here. We're trying to stay
Indeed.
moisturized, hydrated.
And COVID free.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
I'm with you 100%. Talk to me about your brand new album. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. So this is number 8. This is my 8th studio album. What a blessing it is to be able to say that. I called it Self Explanatory. I called it that because, me feeling myself says I called it that because it's me. Come on, guys, it's me. It's me. Do I really need to explain it at this point? It's been almost 20 years, 3 Grammys, millions of albums. Y'all know it. Y'all know what it is, right? Yes? No?
I think a reminder is always good.
A reminder is always good. I also call it self-explanatory because, as always in a Neo album, the music speaks for itself. You know what I mean? From the standpoint of stories being told. Like, I hate to hear a song that's a story and then I gotta ask questions afterwards.
Right.
That's not the kind of music I write. Every story being told on this album, you understand what it is. It's an album full of music that, you put it on and your body kind of just knows what to do. Self-explanatory. There we go.
What kind of pressure do you put on yourself when you're putting an album together? Because like you said, you can look at all the accolades, the years in the game, the success.
Indeed.
What pressure is left for you? Or do you not even bother with that?
To be completely honest, I mean, the pressure comes from just my wanting people to like it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody puts out a project and don't want it to do good.
Of course.
So there's that. But on the other side of that, the music industry has been very, very good to me over the years. You know what I mean? I've been smart with my money, so the pressure of, I need to sell 1 million records because I got to feed these kids. Like, that's not a thing anymore. God forbid the album don't do well, my kids are still going to eat just as well as they always have, which is one of the more important things to me as of late. So now it's about doing the music that I want to do, doing the music that feels good to me, and letting the like-minded people just gravitate in that direction.
I feel like you've always been able to make music that you've wanted to do. Or was there a time in your career that you didn't have that? Was there?
There was a time.
Really?
So right after Closer did what it did, record labels do what they do, and it's like, all right, we need another Closer. And another Closer, and another Closer, and another. It's like, yo, that was a moment. Let's create another moment. I can't keep recreating the same song over and over again. So that got annoying. But at the same time, I understood. It's like you have a new portion of your fan base now. You got to feed them too. Like we did Closer kind of just on a whim. We wasn't trying to...
On a whim?
We did it just... You don't go in the studio and go, all right, today I'm going to do this type of song. Like, nobody does, or I don't do that.
I was going to say, maybe you don't.
Maybe somebody,
right?
but I don't do that. We go in and we get in, and what feels good is what happens, and what comes out, comes out. But we weren't trying to create a new sound or have this responsibility now. Like, it's not every time I go in with Stargate, we got to do a Closer. And that's like... That makes it not fun, you know what I mean? And who gets into music to not have fun? Like, we do this because we don't want to get a job.
Right. Now it feels like work. Now it feels like pressure.
And that takes the fun out of it, which takes the vibe away, which makes it just not what it was. And then all of a sudden you don't want to go to the studio, or you don't want to work with this person, or whatever the case may be. So I had to get back to the place where I was enjoying myself, and in order to enjoy myself with this, I had to take the pressures of, oh my God, I hope it does well, off the table. Like, at this point in the game, the people that like it are gonna like it, and the people that aren't, and that just is what it is, and I am totally fine with that.
I love the confidence. I love that, because
Indeed.
I think it's important, especially for upcoming artists, to see that, because you will get to that point when you believe in your craft, you love your craft, and you're brilliant at your craft, like yourself, right? I think you just, at a certain point, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, and you're blessed if you get to that point. I will say that, because to keep it completely 100, to be an artist is to be a little insecure. Like, you kind of, there's a point in your career where you base your worth off of the opinions of others. Like, if nobody likes my music, then who am I? You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, that's not...
How do you battle that, though, Neil?
Well, in the beginning, it's a little hard, because you in the beginning, you're kind of begging for that acceptance. It's, please love me, please, so I can sell these records, please, so I can have a career, please.
Right.
So in the beginning, it's that. And then once they accept you, and you start realizing that with that acceptance comes a bit of responsibility, it's like, all right, we've accepted you. Now we need this from you. Now we need this type of song from you. We need that type of song from you. That's when it's a chore. You know,
Yes.
when you start feeling like I can't do the music, this is the music I have to do versus the music I want to do.
Right.
That's the worst place to be as an artist, you know, because when you fall into that place, you'll find that very rarely do those two things kind of come in the same song.
Right.
A song that I wanted to do and a song that I have to do becomes the same song. Like that's rare. That's rare.
You weren't nervous at all to put out your song "Don't Love Me," which is going to be on a new album, by the way.
Yes.
But, you know, it's really based on your marriage.
Indeed.
And, you know, you're sharing so much. I'm looking at some of the lyrics. Let me read some of it.
Yeah.
Please don't love me. Walk away. You'll be better for it. I can't be your happy. Walk away. I'm only going to hurt you. Find someone that deserves you. Neo,
Yeah.
my heart hurts hearing this. Wait.
It was written in a dark space, man. We were in a bad place. I can admit now that I was being selfish. I was, because it's not that I couldn't be the person she deserved. Is that I just wasn't being the person she deserved. And it's all a choice. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you choose to be that or you choose not to. And I thank God that she didn't listen to me as I was I was writing this letter to her. I thank God that she didn't, because, you know, we're in a great place now, and I thank God that she didn't listen to me. However, as we all know, you know, heartache makes for the best song lyrics sometimes. You know, you need them songs to cry to when you need that cry, and I've been good for those for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Yeah. I read that and I was like, oh, my heart hurts. Did you say similar words like this to her?
This song was derived from an open letter that I wrote to her. I have in times of conflict, I've always been better at writing it down. Like, you know, you try to say it in a moment and anger takes over and you say something you regret, or you're trying to explain it and the emotions is taking over and you say it and it's not coming out the right way. So I'll be the person to like back off for a minute and just write down exactly what it is I'm trying to say. So I wrote her a letter. And I remember she read the letter. She walked over to me and threw it in my face, like, you're not, because she was like, that's a cop out. That's a cop out. You're not giving up. I'm not letting that happen. And again, thank you, baby. Appreciate it.
You're lucky. You know that, right?
Oh, I'm more than aware. I'm more than aware. Yeah.
Can you share with us what initially led to those even divorce talks? Because I was heartbroken when I saw that. I was like, no, Neo.
I mean, I have never, you know what, this whole Neo's supposed to be perfect and Neo can never do no wrong. I don't know where that came from, because I never claimed to be anything other than a human being, just like anybody else. And as a human being, I make mistakes. As a human being, I am selfish. As a human being, I have desires, and you know what I'm saying? I wasn't always being the kind of husband that you're supposed to be. That's just is what that is. You know, I've cheated. I've done things that husbands ain't supposed to do. And that's what eventually led to us talking about divorce.
Wow. And then getting to the point where you're renewing your vows.
Yes.
How did that even happen? Like, was the first step? I think it's great insight, because, you know, a lot of people might be going through a hard time and they just kind of don't know where is that opening. They're not ready to fully walk away, but they're close.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the one thing that has to happen, which just happens to be the hardest part of it, all pride has to come off the table. Like,
that's tough.
That's the toughest part. But all pride has to come off the table. It is not easy to sit and listen to somebody tell you about yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially when you know you're wrong. Like that, like it just hurts even more that way. So, you know, you got to take your pride off and just really sit and have that just skin-crawling, uncomfortable conversation. You have to. And that's why I was, you know, thanking the pandemic and the quarantine, because we were almost forced to do it. It's like we in the same house, can't go nowhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have a family.
Yeah.
We got to figure this out.
Yeah, exactly that.
And in it, is that where you found we love each other, we care about each other, I need to do more?
That became the bottom line. That became the bottom line.
Right.
Because it's, you know, when you think about it, if the love is real, if the love is true, then everything else is falls under that. You know what I mean? We tend to make things bigger than they are. But, you know, if the bottom line is we love each other, you know, if I would die for you and you would die for me, then what is anything for us to face? Like, as long as we facing it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
At the wedding, when you guys were renewing the vows, what was the wedding song?
What was the wedding song?
And who decides this? It must be so hard with you, though, right?
Not really, because it don't gotta be. No, it don't have to be my music. You know what I mean? It don't have to be. But
Come on, Neo.
if my mom requests a song of mine, if the wife requests a song of mine, then we rock with my music.
Yeah.
But it don't have to be. I'm not. All
Right.
right, you can't walk to nothing but me. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But what do we do? I think me and my mom walked to Good Man, which was cool. I think Crystal walked to a song called Two that I never put out. I wrote it specifically for her.
Oh.
And I might need to put that out. It's a really good
That's
song.
so sweet.
And then at the reception, so people don't know this, but Crystal has been dabbling in music for a little while now. I remember the first time she asked me to take her to the studio, and I laughed at her, and she was like, "Oh wow." I was serious.
You laughed at her?
I thought she was playing.
Neo.
Because I didn't know.
I gotta have her back right now.
I didn't know that she could really do anything. I thought it was a joke. So I laughed. And she was like, I was like, wow, that's funny. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, come on, let's go. So we went, and I wrote her some quick little lyrics, and she went in, and her delivery is like, and mind you, I'm not just saying this because this is my wife. I'm like, okay, you got a tone. Like, you got a tone. Like,
I love this.
If you wanted to, I mean, I kind of don't want her to, but if you wanted to, you could probably.
You.
Yeah, I support you. Quietly sabotage you because I don't want you to. No, I'm playing.
Obviously, you support her because you got her in the video.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
I was watching. I was telling Katrina. I was like, "Oh my gosh, his wife is gorgeous." Was she nervous in the "You Got Body" video?
Yeah, she was, and she probably will be mad at me for telling you that she was. But she was. I mean, I don't think you could see it, but she was definitely like,
she did not look nervous.
She's not a professional dancer, quote unquote, and the other girls that were there were. So yeah, of course she was a little nervous. But on the other side of it, she didn't look out of place. You know what I'm saying? Like she
looked great.
She looked amazing in the video, and as many times I told her that, she just refused to believe me. It's like, all right, well, fine.
No, she looked great.
But yeah, she was
That's
excited
why
to do the video.
I was wondering, were you helping direct her? Like, it's okay, I got you, don't worry. How nervous was she?
I mean, she
Because
wasn't.
it's like you're there, right? Let's be honest. Like, this is your profession.
Yeah.
This is what you do.
But I'm also your husband. You know what I'm saying? You know that if
that's right.
If we need to clear this whole damn room and it's just me and you and they just push record and get out the room, we're gonna do that because I'm gonna make sure that you're all right. And she knew that, so that helped her get a little more comfortable in the situation. But yeah, it was good.
Did it help that Tiana Taylor directed it? Do you feel like that helped her being comfortable?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. Tiana, shout out to the aunties. I think that's what they call their production company. Shout out to the aunties. They made it a very comfortable situation for everybody. You know, it's not always the most comfortable situation when women are partially nude to all the way nude. So, but they made sure that everybody was super duper comfortable. You know, I'm always be a gentleman, of course. So yeah, it was a good situation for everybody. How could I not put my wife in that video?
Oh yeah, no.
Like, come on.
You got to.
Like, I have a beautiful woman on call. Like, that's we need a girl for the video. No, we don't.
Right.
It's right there. We good.
Was she nervous at all to be in it? Did you ask her? Or like, how did it,
I mean, I asked her if she wanted to do it. And initially she was like, who else is doing it? It was one of those.
Who else is going to be there?
Who else is But no. She was cool with it. She was cool with it. She likes coming to being in videos and being a part of stuff. And I enjoy her being part of stuff.
Good. This is so sweet.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Your debut album came out 16 years ago.
Man.
In my own words. Classic.
Good.
Hold on. Classic. I don't even know how many times I can say that back to back. But, 16 years. Where do you rank this album for you?
Where do I rank this album?
Or do you not rank your albums, by the way?
I kind of try to let a moment be a moment. You know what I mean?
It's a big moment.
Compare one moment to another kind of cheapens one of those moments. And so I try not to do that. I try just to let that moment be what it was, and this moment is what it was, and this moment is what it was. So for this album, this is just another moment. I started the process in 2018. Here we are in 2020, and a lot of things happened in between that time. And, and this album kind of gives you snapshots of those different things that happen. Mind you, the entire album is not about my marriage. I don't want people to be like, we want to hear about this dude relationship all the time. It's not that. Not the whole album, but there are definitely songs that were inspired by things that my wife and I went through. Now, mind you, I know everybody ain't married, so of course I can't write every song about my situation.
Right.
There's a couple songs in particular that I had to assure my wife was not about me. Because it's that,
like which ones? Tell us.
So there's one song called Call Me Up. right? And this song, I just song that I did in the UK. Shout out to my man Ebenezer who helped me put this whole thing together. The story of the song is one of the young cats that was there helping with the writing. I can't remember his name. Damn, I'm so whack. I'll get your name, homeboy. Don't worry about that. But the story is about a relationship that is broken up, and the girl is calling the ex because her current dude can't put it down the way the ex did. Yeah, yeah. Had to assure my wife that this story was not mine.
What was that conversation like? Hey, Crystal, so...
I said it. I was like, hey, it's a song that I'm gonna put on the album. I need you to know this is not my story, okay? This is not me. This is a story of one of the cats that helped write the record. I push play, and it's the first line of the song is, "So you calling me so discreet? Tell me keep a secret." Eh? She turned to look at me like,
Excuse me?
You trying to tell me something right now? No, this is not my story. Trust, it's not my story.
Okay.
But yeah, she believed me. She believed me.
What was?
No, it's really not my story.
No, of course. Not. No, I believe you. You've been very transparent and honest your entire career.
Indeed.
Absolutely. What would you say is your favorite song on the album? I know we don't want to rank, but just a particular song that you really gravitate towards.
I really like "Stay Down," featuring Blue Vandross. It's not Young Blue anymore. It's either Blue or Blue Vandross.
Yeah,
just Blue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the boy Blue. I just like the way that whole thing came together. I like when the creative wheels get to turning and we solve a problem. See, we had two songs that were kind of about the same thing, and we didn't want to get rid of either song. But we couldn't put both songs on as two individual songs about the same thing. It would have been weird. So we just kind of took both songs and cut the backs off of each of them and crammed them together into one song. And I just dug, like, I mean, you've heard it happen in rap songs, time and time again, but it's rare that it happens in an R&B record. And I just thought that was really cool. So yeah, that's one that I really, really enjoyed.
What would you say what was the hardest song to put together? It could be for different types of reasons, clearance or the lyrics or...
Well, so as I said, I started the process in 2018. And, there's some producers that I worked with in 2018, and then you lose contact until 2022 rolls around, and people from the label are calling like, hey, so we want to use this song. And it's like, oh, I sold that track a year ago. Damn.
Right. Oops, sorry.
So you either have to nix that song completely or try to get somebody to reproduce it, which rarely works because now you got demo-itis and you can't hear it no other way than how you've heard it for the last 4 years.
Right.
So it was a couple songs that fell into that difficulty. But I have to say that I'm proud of the way everything eventually turned out. It was pulling some teeth in some situations, but it was worth it. It was worth it if I do say so myself.
How is the process for you? So you're putting a album together. You're an incredible songwriter, obviously. Is it just going in, vibing out, or do you have a game plan? Like, how does this work in your brilliant creative mind?
Well, thank you for that. So the unfortunate reality of me is if I plan it beforehand, it's not gonna happen. Like I can't say, all right, today I'm gonna write 2 pop songs and a hook for a rapper. It will never happen. It will never happen. And I don't know what that is in me. It's just I'll sit there knowing what I plan to do, knowing what I need to do, and I would just rebel. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get on IG for a little.
Right.
Just because it was a plan, as opposed to I would rather just go in and, by the grace of God, if there's musicians around, somebody get on a guitar and just start messing around. I'll catch a melody I like. Do that again. All right, record that, and then I'll write to that. Or I prefer it to happen organically. Producers come in with tracks, and I'll listen to tracks that I find till I find the one that hits. Throw it up. Let's go. Right. And then whatever comes out of that comes out of that. Sometimes it's a pop record. Sometimes it's a R&B record. It could be a little bit of whatever. But if it's planned out ahead of time, normally it's not gonna go right.
This is hard, but if you had to choose songwriting or performing,
as much as I enjoy being on stage and just that, I love that back and forth with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? That energy that they give, and you try to get that energy back, and just that's what a concert is, that exchange of energy. So I love that. But I ain't 25 no more. And sometimes spinning around hurts the knees
Right.
every now and then, and you wake up with back spasms. Like, what is a
Back spasms?
back spasm? Seriously? This is not
Right.
cool. So, I've never gotten a back spasm from writing a song. It's never happened. So for me, I probably just, the cool thing about writing is that I can do that forever. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? God forbid the day come that my legs don't work no more, I can still get up and write. I can write 1 million records,
Right.
So and mind you, writing has always kind of been my first love. Everything kind of fell in behind the writing. So yeah, I could do that forever.
Is there someone that you haven't written for that you would love to be able to write a song for
Yeah,
them?
there's a list a mile long. We don't have time to do
Really?
the whole list. Yeah, there's a bunch
You've
of
worked
people.
with everybody. I can't even imagine that there's anyone.
There's a lot of the new generation that I haven't worked with yet that I would like to work
Interesting.
with. I've never done anything with, I can't even call Kendrick Lamar the new generation.
Right.
But like, I've never done anything with Kendrick. I've never done anything with Drake. I've never done anything with Beyonce.
Damn.
I've written for her, but never done anything with her. You know what I mean? There's a few people that I can name. Yeah, I still got. That's how I know I still got a little ways to go. You know what I'm saying? Because these things have to happen before I decide that I ain't gonna do the Neo thing no more.
Yeah.
Which by the way is not on the horizon at any time soon. I'm just saying. Yeah, I still got some goals and aspirations in this thing.
Give me your top 5 songwriters. I'm so curious to hear from such a great songwriter. Who else you look at as they know what they're doing? And I feel like songwriters don't get the credit that they really deserve.
Well, they really don't, to the point where I'm not even completely familiar with a lot of the newer songwriters. Like,
Yeah.
I'll hear the song.
It could be just great in the years. It doesn't even have to be like today,
Well,
or just people you're just like.
Well, Rico Love is staple. You know what I'm saying? The Dream, staple. If we want to go to like early inspirations, you have your Lionel Richies, you have your Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson mastered simplicity. He found a way to say the simplest thing and make it mean so much. You know what I mean? Like that's the beauty of that man. Let me see. Robin Thicke is an amazing writer. I don't think Robin has ever gotten the praise deserved as a writer.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really realize that he was on that level.
Yeah, man.
That's my
Robin is written
ignorance
for
right now.
Usher. He's written for a few different people. Yeah, that man's pen is not to be tested. Yeah, quality. Wow. Who else? Jonte Austin is a beast. It has been a beast for quite some time now. Man.
That's a lot. That's good.
That's
though.
more than 5. That's
good. Do you get competitive, Neo? I feel like you do. I feel like you
not
do.
Really. I mean, you know what? I don't get competitive. I get inspired. Like, if I hear a
Great
really,
way.
really good song from somebody, it's like, oh, okay, let's get in the studio right now. Come on, let's
Right.
go. It's not that I'm trying to compete. It's just that, that was a
You're
great
inspired.
idea. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's work.
Yeah.
That's. I'm not trying to beat you out. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like, it's more than enough for everybody to eat. And I, you know what? I just recently started doing co-writes. You know, for a long time I didn't do co-writes just because I felt like who's gonna give me better than me.
Right.
But then at the same time, you know, to put yourself in a box on purpose, like that doesn't make any sense. Like, I do what I do and I do it a certain way. And if I ever want to, if I ever wanted to explore some new vibes, some new energies, I can't produce a new vibe. I have to find that inspiration from somewhere, or work with one of these young writers that has a different vibe than me. You know, just
Right.
it's a constant learning process. And the day that you forget that is the day that you fall off, because now you're stuck in your way of doing things, and that's the
Right.
only way you know how to do it. So as time is moving and progressing and evolving, you're not. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the thing.
When it is your time to receive your Lifetime Achievement Award, right?
When I'm 94, by the way.
Who do you want performing your songs?
Oh,
Have you
man.
even thought about this? I'm always so curious because you've been asked time and time again. Have you ever thought about that moment? If we want to celebrate you on this level, who are some people you would love to see be a part of this tribute?
Well, absolutely. Well, anybody that I wrote a song for would have to get up and do their song. You know, that would have to happen. I would highly appreciate that.
Right.
But then, as far as people singing my songs,
Yeah,
man,
that's tough.
that is a little tough. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. You know what? To be completely honest, if if one of these award shows took it upon themselves to create something that was honoring me, I wouldn't give a damn who got up there. I would just be honored, period. You know, how do you be picky in that moment? Oh, why they get him to sing? Nobody want to see him sing. Nah, you can't be that in that moment. So I would just be grateful and be honored and just sit there and try not to shed a thug tear. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you've received the flowers that you deserve?
I feel like I've received the flowers that I'm supposed to. I feel like nothing that is for me has passed me. You know, and if it did pass me, then clearly it wasn't for me. That's how I've always looked at it. I've heard that before. Like, you don't feel underrated? Like, how? How? I've done so much in this industry to the point where, like, I don't need it to be front page news, but Google me. You know, you find it. It's there, and I'm totally fine with that. You know what I mean? I am Sia in that way, and I'll explain that. I love telling this story. I've told this story 3 times this week. I love telling this story. So Sia, you know who Sia is?
Yep.
Sia wrote the hook to "Let Me Love You." Let me love you, and I will love you.
I didn't know Sia did that. Okay.
In that session, we were sitting. And I was geeking out a little bit because I've been a huge fan of her since before
everything.
Since before all this, all of the fame. And I'm sitting, I'm like, yo, you are supposed to be so much bigger than you are. Like, your voice, like, people are supposed to know you. And she's like, yeah, but I want to go to Taco Bell. And I was like, what? She's like, I want to go to Taco Bell. So what the hell? She said, if I got up and went to Taco Bell right now, nobody would bother me. I could eat my taco in peace and then go home.
Right.
I like that. If I got famous, I couldn't do that no more. And I'm like, that makes so much sense.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, well, we got to figure out a way to get you to Taco Bell, but still get this music out here and get your name out there. And she's like, yeah, we'll figure it out. And then, like, maybe 2 years later, here she comes with the video with the little girl dancing in it. And all of a sudden, everybody's got Sia on their lips. And it's like, she figured out how to go to Taco Bell.
She did it.
That's dope. I am Sia right now, damn it. I'm fine with where my fame is at because I can actually go to Taco Bell. I might have to take a picture or two, but that's what my fan base is now. Hey, Neo, snap, all right, deuce, and they get out the way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't need much more than that. I feel like I've been allowed to be more of a person than some of my peers, which is cool for me.
I only ask because I just want you to know you are so loved. We appreciate you. You are so incredible, and I just feel like in life we do take people for granted. I mean, that's just part of human nature. Yeah. And I just hope you know you are so loved.
Appreciate it, Mama.
Not that you need the validation from anybody else, from me, from anyone, but just know that you deserve your flowers all the time, all day, every day for what you've done, what you continue to do, and just the fact that you've always been yourself. Like who you are right now, anytime I see you doing an interview, is really who you are.
This is me.
There's the songs, the who you are. I'm just like, no, that's just who Neo is. And it's so beautiful to see that. And you haven't lost that over the years. You don't have to come in. You could be, I'm past this. I'm above it all. And I would understand. But you stay grounded and you're so good at what you do. I'm always like, how does he stay humble? Like, how does this happen? How is he not like being funny style out here? But you're not.
I couldn't. I could never. Because these moments like this is what makes me, you know what I mean? Like without my fans, without y'all, like who the hell am I? And that's a real thing. So I appreciate that.
Man, Neo, I love having conversations with you. We're not done yet. We just have a couple fun things we want to do with you.
Okay, let's get it.
Okay? I wanted to follow up really quick on... You talked about J-Lo ignoring your DM because you wanted to write a song for her. Did she ever get back to you?
Not via DM. No. We've spoken since that happened.
Okay. But is it gonna happen?
I mean, we've talked about it. I've gone in the studio for her once or twice. Here's the thing. J-Lo is not J-Lo because she was easy to please. That's just the reality of it. You know, I've done some things for her, and she was like, I mean, I like it, but I want to love it, and I totally get that. So it hasn't happened yet, but it will. It definitely
You don't take offense to that at all. You're such a professional.
How do you take it? I'm writing a song for a person, and if this song goes well, they're gonna be singing this song over and over and over. You damn well better love it. Yeah. Because if you don't, you're gonna be annoyed, and you're gonna be annoyed at me. This mother wrote me this damn song. I don't want that. So no, I want you to love it by all means.
I love the professionalism.
Yeah, man.
All right, Katrina, we are ready for the game because Neo's got to run out of here. But trust me, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna start. with Guess Who Hit That Note.
Oh, Lord.
So we are going to play
Oh, Lord.
a snippet of a singer hitting a note. Listen,
Okay.
Neo, it's you. And you just got to take a guess who is singing that note.
Okay. All right.
Very
no problem.
easy,
No
really
problem.
fun and easy. All right, go ahead, Katrina, hit it. You know this.
Oh.
Katrina,
That's all you giving me? Seriously?
by the way, Katrina wanted to make this hard for you because she's an R&B lover. She's like, I want to compete against Neo in an R&B game.
That's not
Play
fair.
it again. Play it again. Listen to that. Do it again, Katrina. Because right when I say the answer, you're going to be like, no, how did I not get that?
It's not enough.
Okay.
It's not enough.
Play it.
Nah, no way.
Michael Jackson.
That's not fair.
Katrina did this on purpose. She wanted to
the
get
most
you.
random and errant part of the song that no one would ever get.
All right.
That could have been anybody. Okay.
Okay, listen. Okay.
All right, but now I see how we playing. Okay, this is
You
a
see
dirty
what's going
game.
on. You see what's going on.
This game is dirty. Okay. Oh, that's Usher.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Yeah, got
Okay,
that one.
okay.
Got that one.
All right. Here we go. Next
But
one.
see, that was a longer clue.
That
See,
was a
you gotta
longer
give
one.
You got to give a realistic clue. Oh Lord, here we go.
He's on your album.
He's on my.
He's on your album. You just spoke about him.
Oh, is that Blue?
It's Blue. Yes. Okay. Oh, this is too good. All right. Now, this is a classic, and I give you that as a hint. It's also short.
If we give too much, then it's words.
It's you're too good at. Yeah. Okay, let's go, Katrina. Let's see. What? Wait.
That's not helping. Stop.
Okay. Play it, Katrina. I'm hurt.
All right, one more time.
Wait, go back.
It's a classic?
Classic.
Is it Nate Dogg?
It is! Yes! Yes! Hey! Yes!
Okay.
That was hard too.
That was
hard.
actually
Okay,
hard.
we're almost done. Okay.
Is that Chris?
It is. You see? There it is. That's Chris. Okay.
Okay.
This is gonna be easy.
That is 1,000,000% me. If I didn't know my own voice. Okay, Neo, it's time to hang it up.
Give us the bonus, Katrina. This person.
Is that you?
I should stick to my day job. Neo, you're laughing too hard.
I'm filled with joy that you're exploring your musical side.
It's rough.
Yeah, don't play that again.
Oh, Neo, it was too good. Thank you.
That wasn't bad. That
But
wasn't
it
bad.
wasn't bad. Neo, thank you.
No, I'm talking about your vocal abilities. That wasn't bad.
We just gotta add
I've
things.
worked with artists trying to do this for real that didn't sound that good. I have.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying I have a chance?
I didn't say that. I'm saying I've heard worse. Okay.
And come back soon.
I will absolutely come back. Thank you for the love,
Please.
Mama. I have never not felt loved when it was you. Never, ever.
Thank you so much. We love you.